Okay, I'm so glad we can all be together. I want to give you it's not a koan, it's just something that kind of hits me sometimes when I'm meditating about peace. And so sometimes I realize that peace is a concept. And then I ask myself, if there were no people, would there be peace? It's just something to sit with. And I think these questions don't have a right or wrong answer. They just clarify our thinking on what it is, you know. Because if there were no people, there would still be suffering because they're still sentient beings, right? But it's a pretty strong concept, and there's a possibility that the whole idea of it is man-made. I don't think so. I think there's more to it than that, but I've been wrong quite often, so. When I think about the sources of enmity I have with other people, usually people I don't even know, sometimes people I know. I, I thought of a term called othering. And I'd heard of it before, and I spent some time reading about it when I'd heard about it before, but I didn't take a very deep dive. So I spent some time taking a pretty deep dive into the concept of othering. And spent a little time with Thich Nhat Hanh, spent a lot of time with a person named Tara Brach. I think a lot of you might be aware of Tara Brach, who had spent some time talking about it. Tara Brach has a interview online that she did with Lion's Roar magazine that I'd listened to. It's only half an hour long. And there's some other sources. There's the Mindfulness Institute has stuff on othering too that was really useful. So I just want to say where I researched while I contemplated this. So, othering. When I other, I can dehumanize, I can objectify, I can stereotype. Othering has become a real clear thing to me, especially with social media. And as a teacher, I get to hear vast opinions on things. And if I hear something I don't like, my first thought is that that person's wrong and I'm a better person than they are. Tara Brach loves to say, the mind does what's easiest. So if I'm walking down the street and I see someone, right, it's easier for me to look at the color of that person's skin, their height, their weight, the way they're walking, what type of clothes they're wearing, how expensive the clothes they're wearing, what they sound like. It's easier for me to see all these things and stereotype and make them a particular person in my mind. This is an illusion. It is not who they are, but it's easiest for me to do that. And if someone has a different opinion than me, it's easy for me to do that. My mind tends to do what's simplest. Now the example is sometimes I'll give a political opinion. I tend to stir stuff up a little. It's part of my practice, maybe even I don't know. I find it amazing how many times, and I can't use myself as an example because I'm stopped doing this as much, but how many times people assume I have other beliefs based on one belief? So if they hear me say I support nationalized health care, if I won't say if I do or I don't, they will assume that I am pro gun control, right? And sometimes if they heard someone say something really radical, like, oh, everyone who's in a certain party should be killed, they will think I have that same opinion. And even though it's a really radical statement, they will just drag me into that real radical statement in a real way. They're not joking. They really are thinking I believe this. And I've run into this a few times. And I'm like, so I've stated one opinion, and based on that, the mind does what's simplest. They decided who I was. And I've done this too. Without othering, without dehumanizing, without objectifying, it's not possible to oppress people. It's not possible to enslave people. And it's very, very difficult, if at all possible, to kill them or to commit acts of genocide. There's a statement in Tara Brach's interview that morally we can have full empathy for those who make unwise decisions. And I'm careful because sometimes my opinion, I can't be right on everything. It's not likely I'm right on anything. And I can recognize, I believe, when people are making unwise decisions, and I can have full empathy. Because I can understand that underneath my othering and dehumanizing and stereotyping is fear and ignorance. And I can understand under their othering, dehumanizing, and stereotyping, there is fear and ignorance. Now, when I recognize people going down a dark path, it would not do me any good to scream and yell about it. Another thing that kept coming up in different things I'd researched is hatred never ceases by hatred, but by love alone is healed. Hatred never ceases by hatred, but by love alone is healed. If I choose to understand the perspective and the motivations of the other person, I'm more likely to have a conversation which could produce change, positive change in both of us. But if I come in screaming and yelling, it just increases that othering, that dehumanizing, that stereotyping, that objectifying. The last thought I want to give us Thich Nhat Hanh said, "Our enemy is not human." He thought war was a byproduct of feeling and supporting and enforcing separateness. So if our enemy is not human, and again, I'm careful to use the word enemy. Whenever there's a war on something, it seems like it's doomed to fail. Our enemy is ignorance. Our enemy is suffering. Our enemy is attachment. Our enemy is our desire to deflect and to avoid. So we can approach all people with goodwill. Every morning we're going to do this today, I sing in the shower. And it changes me if it doesn't change anyone else. But I'll wish people who my visceral reaction to is not good. And I will honestly and with my whole heart wish them well. Not well that, they get what they want, but well in that they are healed and that they escape the confinement of ignorance, of attachment, of trying to avoid, of suffering. Because if they do that, well, then we're the same. If I do that and they do that, we're the same. And good will come of it for everybody. So I honestly wish that. So it's a song, it's very easy. I'm going to keep it focused on may all be happy and peaceful. But when I do it, usually I have a may I, may you, may we, and I always think of different people. And the yous are the ones where I will include people who are sick or struggling who I know about, but then I'll go through another round for people who I do not like, both in maybe at work or politically or for other reasons. And it does me good. But just all. So if you feel comfortable, you can do, it's not really chant, it's more singing. You can sing online. You can sing in here if you feel comfortable. And if you don't, you can just follow along in your mind and breathe. And if you're not even comfortable doing that, you can just follow your breath. If you're home, you can turn off the mic, not have to hear me. So I'll start and people can join whenever they're comfortable. Just remember, try not to do othering, but just trying to embrace everyone and with all their faults and weaknesses. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. Spend a few minutes just enjoying the silence, letting the song echo within you, following your breath, creating peace. Namaste. And so just become comfortable and prepare for dedication of merit. And it's very simple. May all beings be happy and peaceful. May all beings be healthy and strong. May all beings be safe and protected. And may all beings live with ease. Namaste.
Namaste.